All right, we're gonna go old school. Dad and Evie out at the Goodwill. We got some donations to make first, and then we'll go in the store and see what we can find. So I dumped a bunch of Hoarder House books at Goodwill. I feel a little bit bad for making my problem their problem, but at the same time, we're just driving in the parking lot. They're gonna figure out what to do with it, or they're gonna throw it away, and they have immensely more capability of throw it away than I do. A lot of people walking in the parking lot, and I spend enough money that I probably pay their bill for their trash several times over. And I guess I'm not saying I'm entitled to dump trash, but I am saying I'm not taking advantage of that, of the donation service that they provide without contributing in any way. Anyway, we're gonna try and be quick in here because you guys have seen the death pile. You know we don't need anything. And that was somebody's motorcycle, I think. All right, we're about to go into Goodwill. You guys look at this. It's a little bit controversial. It's 4 minutes long, so skip ahead if you don't like it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for 6 kids. And we need to do a little bit of housekeeping today. What this channel is not is polished and clean and pretty. You are still in the storeroom, and this background is my collection. I am not trying to build a channel where I do the best job to present the cleanest, prettiest thing. I want to give you guys information, and I want you to know how I do what I do so that you can take that information and make it apply to your business in a way that makes sense for you. But you are probably unaware, because I'm vigilant at maintaining the comment thread, so that the comments that are not what I want this community to be, comments that are not beneficial to the community as a whole, don't stand for very long. You guys are probably unaware that almost every video, someone makes a rude comment about how often I say the word how often I have verbal pauses. And the real issue is I don't script any of this stuff. I don't want to come off as super polished professional guy. I want to be the person that you know who does this successfully. And so to see regularly people come at me in the comments for not sounding the way that they want me to sound, let me say I am not offended. I'm not hurt feeling, but those comments are not what I want this community to be. And so with that said, those people get blocked without any, like, when a comment comes up, let's make a drinking game of every time he says LOL. Hey, you say 6 times in a minute in between these 2 time frames. I don't care. I speak the way I speak, and I do it without editing a lot of things out, because I don't want to have to come off as Kevin Commonwealth Picker. Fantastic YouTube channel. It's scripted. He writes a storyboard and he has a script and he goes over every word. I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Good for him. But I do the background back here because I want you to see, like, I do have the opportunity to be somewhat polished and have a professional looking-ish background. I can do the things that need done if I wanted to do them, but I'm not going to do them. We're going to get into the channel. Just know that on a regular basis, people are being blocked for making fun of me in the comments, mostly other people in the comments, and comments are being deleted because people mention politics, good, bad, or indifferent. So if those are things that you intend to engage in, mentioning a politician by name at all, either side, good or bad, that is getting deleted. If you make fun of me, you're getting blocked from the channel. If you make fun of somebody else in the comments, you're getting blocked from the channel. These are all things that have happened. They will continue to happen. But I thought yesterday was particularly egregious, and so I wanted to bring it to the community and say, hey guys, here's what's going on. And hopefully you guys enjoy the channel the way that it is, because it isn't going to change. And if you don't, there are lots of other channels you can watch. So, let's do it. Super curious what that is, but I'm sure it's not old.
It does look like they have Christmas.
Sure it's not. I'm sure it's just an old camcorder, but it's pretty cool, most likely, but probably isn't worth selling. How about a Christopher Pike books box set for $285? Those do somewhat well. Looking at CDs, and I'm always looking for hard rock, heavy metal, 90s rock, and 90s rap. And then if they had, like, let's say Alabama, and they had like 15 Alabama, I might pick that up. Looking for Stephen King, looking for Dune, looking for sets of a bunch of the same author.
Daddy, I found Dr. Seuss books.
You found Dr. Seuss books?
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly Dr. Seuss, but it does have Hoppo and Pop. ABCs. So those are Berenstain Bears, not Dr. Seuss exactly. Wacky Wednesday. That's 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna grab those and look into them.
Daddy.
Because it'd be $1.50.
Has one. This one has Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Yeah, all in this book.
Did you guys catch this? I missed this earlier. These in large print might be worth looking into. Probably not worth getting unless they're $1 a piece. Yeah. This looks like old good music. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I did say I'm looking for Dune.
You put it back.
And I don't know if that one's any good or not.
Dad, actually,
but we'll look out.
Put it back.
I will put it back. This, Jane Karen, is the Milford series. If you find all 9 of them, they can do well. This is the 8th one, but I wouldn't buy one. I'm probably only buying the full set at 50 cents a piece. That chair looks significantly more interesting than most. Let's see. It's $10. And there it is, Herman Miller. This is more recent than I'm used to dealing with, but 2010, I suspect that's worth something, just based on the name. Lamps, looking for pairs, looking for unusual, looking for easier to ship. So like this pair might be a good candidate at, you know, $6 for the pair. Not vintage, not valuable. Not Menards. I thought it might be from Menards with a 7-digit. Oh, it's only 6-digit SKU. Anyway, but something like that where they're small and it's a pair, you could probably do well. What is this? Some kind of cool looking glass globe from Trans Globe. we can comp it. So Trans Globe had a very low sell-through rate and kind of low prices. That specific one I didn't find, but I was unimpressed with the whole lot, so we're gonna not look any farther into that one. So that's only $8. And York, being the name on it, might be decent. I would never buy any of these that have the concealed, the dedicated batteries to them. They're just too. Yeah, this is nothing. Oh, that's interesting. $6. Is that a concrete float? I think it is. And that was my other suspicion, that it might say this item is designed to pull snow off a roof. So it is not a concrete float. And once I picked it up, I knew it was too light to be a real float. But it could be a really huge horsey, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I missed on top of that record player? Are these cassettes? It is for cassettes. That's not one that I've ever seen before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're 20, 40 cassettes. So price went up by 50 cents or so. But this thing, we're gonna comp that. So there's no sales record for this, but at $284, I feel like it's a collectible, cool display thing. If you install new car alarms. Still need to look at the books though. Yeah, I was gonna say these look nice, but they look nice from 10 feet away. They don't look actual nice. Adidas, those are a real unusual looking shoe. I'm not familiar at all with that. Oh, Nelia. These look interesting enough. And they're $6.24. Shimano bicycle shoes. I've traditionally not done super well with these. Okay, so there's 24 listed with this part number H 04251. 20 listed, only 9 sold, and they sell as low as $20. So they're probably not worth messing with, but they're cool looking.
Daddy, it's
Jumanji with the rock.
We'll
go over there in a minute.
Okay.
That's some vintage Thumper. Ooh, that's not vintage, it's Disney Parks, or Disney Store, which tend to be a lot plushier. How about a bag full of koalas? Sodor, Engine Works. See what they got in a box up here. So there's some McDonald's, Pokemon. And this dude's super interesting. Stitch. Home Goods. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I like to look at this stuff because it tends to be inexpensive. Something like this or Food Saver. I think people are being more conscious about that. And this is new in the package, so we'll see. And then like Misto, an olive oil sprayer. It's a health conscious thing. So let's see what those do new in the package. So the olive oil mister thing was total junk, but the Food Saver thing, 3 sold, 0 listed, 35 or 40 bucks. So the only books worth getting were the Christopher Pike box set. The large print were fairly common books, and this had no sell-through rate at all, and the Dune was super cheap. So we're spending 3, and these sell for 30, generally speaking. We're spending 3, and this should be 20, so we're at 6 into 50. Spending 3, so now we're at 9. This should be 25 easily, so 75. Another 3 puts us at 12. This is an outlier. I'm gonna say 10 just to be conservative. 30, 50, 75, 85, and then this is 10, so that puts us at 22, and that's at least $100 profit. So $185, 22 into 185, that's pretty good. So the Set You chair, the Herman Miller Set You chair, is when you look deeper into it, there's about 6 just like mine that sold, other than all the ones that have sold have wheels. Mine does not have wheels, but you could buy the wheels for 25 bucks. And there are about 20, I think I counted 20 listed. So it's a pretty low sell-through rate, but when you figure I had a $10 coupon, so either I got it for $5, which is half of the 20 that I spent, or I got it for free and I bought everything else at what it regularly costs. So I don't mind messing with it when the margins are that high. And there's, with 6 sold, that's one selling every week and a half, thereabouts. So if I price mine low enough, I should be able to sell it pretty easily. I probably already have a box to put it in, so I'll probably take some pictures, pack it for shipping, and then I can calculate the shipping. And even if I sell it for $125 plus shipping, I made a fortune. Somebody got a good deal, and it will probably sell pretty quick at that price. Everything else was bread and butter kind of stuff, but good margin and good sell-through. And that's what I want. Like, we got a kitchen thing that should sell high and fast. We got a chair that should sell slow and high. We still got books that should sell for good profit and be bread and butter. And we got a car alarm thing that's kind of an outlier. And then we got the cassette storage that's pretty bread and butter too. So our average sellable, let's take the chair out. If we're thinking, so we'll take the chair out of the equation because it would mess with the numbers too much. But if I'm thinking 20 on the books, 30 on the food saver, and 30 on the cassette storage, that we bought and we're not going to sell. And then 10 on the car alarm because I don't know what to think of it, so I'm not going to credit it as being too much. That's 4 items for $60, $90. Evie wants to show you the princesses while I tell you that that's 4 items at an average selling price of $22, assumably plus shipping, which is pretty darn good considering I have $11 is what I guess I have the bill. So I got a $10 loyalty reward and I spent $11.89. And if I bump that car alarm up to $12 instead of $10, then every single item I got will pay for all of it. This is how it should be done. Sometimes I buy a lot of bulk and I end up with stuff that I'm not going to be able to get around to. And that's not how you want to do it. But this is good. This is clean stuff that's easy to list. Doesn't really need tested. It should sell reasonably quickly and high margins. So you might be wondering how you ship a giant chair. This is it dismantled, and it's 21 by 21 by 24. So that box is going to be expensive to ship, but I already dismantled it. I'm going to charge shipping, and I'm going to price it reasonably cheap, and we'll probably get it moved. All right, tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you on the next one.